Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome.
I'm Gina.
I'm Dirk.
And we're
D&G Thrifts.
D&G
Thrifts.
So in today's video, we have a small haul, another small haul, especially Derek.
I have an extremely small
Especially
haul.
small. We were just laughing before this because we realized all he had to show was one thing.
One thing.
But I'm making you show one other thing.
I picked something up. Gina had been requesting this for a while. And weirdly enough, at the thrift store, we found one. And then the next day at another thrift store, there was another one. And I've never seen one there before. So
yeah, I have never either.
So this week there was two. It's weird. It's like if you put it out there in the universe, it's like, I want this. It might pop up. Seems to work for me.
Yeah. So we're going to do our little hauls. And we're going to let you know who won the most ridiculous item.
The most ridiculous. If you remember, it was the dragon hatchling. And then we had, and then I was calling it, what was I calling it? Shellady. But somebody mentioned in the comments, Little Bo, what was it? It was
Little Bo Peep.
It wasn't Little Bo Peep. It was Little
No,
Little Bo Peekaboo.
Oh yeah.
Little Bo Peekaboo, and I thought that was so much better because Peekaboo. Okay, so we'll get you that.
Are you sure it wasn't like Peep Show? Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep Show?
Yeah, Little Bo Peep Show. That's
Little
what
Bo
it
Peep
was.
Show. That's what it was. Not Peekaboo. Little Bo Peep Show. Yes.
And it's funny because when he came up to me, he's like, "Did you see the recent comment?" And someone came up with a great name for his ridiculous item, and he said "Little Bo Peep Show." And I was like, "Was that Duncan?" For some reason, I figured it had to be a guy
Right.
who would come up with that. And for some reason, Duncan, you came to mind. So, and I was right. I looked it up. And I was like, "Yep."
Mini shout out to Duncan.
Yeah. yeah.
A mini shout out because he didn't have to request it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to do that.
And what sold. And I may have nothing today, really, but I sold a ton of stuff.
He sold a lot of stuff.
But mostly to one person.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Which was...
Was everything that this person bought, was it stuff that these people have seen, or is it old stuff?
It was old stuff and new stuff.
Okay.
It was a mix. I had you'll see.
Yeah.
So why don't you start showing some of all the items you got?
So this is like an artsy kind of linen, it's 100% linen, I believe. A jacket, it's a zip front jacket. I have no idea. I was trying to make out the name of this brand. I can't even read what it says. It's made in Italy. Oizini.
I think we're having that for dinner tonight, aren't you? You're making a delicious orizini casserole.
I don't know if that's showing up. Well, it is made in Italy. Oizini. It's oizini.
It's my favorite.
I don't know. It looked interesting to me. It looked like artsy. It looked
like you could sell it for more than you're buying it.
Yeah, and it was $3 at Pig and Pearl.
Your microphone is moving a little bit.
Oh, it is. Sorry. I told you it was going to move.
Yeah.
It's not going to cooperate.
Put it on the outside.
It's going to be noisy.
Hold your ears. Yeah, okay, that'll work.
It's upside down, though.
It's still picking up.
Okay. So then next, I still don't like it. I feel like it's... Okay, so next, also at Pig and Pearl, also for $3, I found this. This is Anthropologie Mauve. That's the brand. Corduroy blouse. The back is cuter than the front. It's got buttons down the back, and it's like a swing top type thing. Corduroy. So, I'm thinking I probably won't list this probably not till end of summer for the fall, because I don't think anyone's going to be buying this stuff right now.
No, not unless climate change really goes crazy.
Yeah, and here's another one from Pig and Pearl, and it's a sweater, real pretty sweater, turtleneck. Again, I won't list it till unless someone out there really wants it, let me know and I will list it. But otherwise, it's going to be held off. So that's Margaret O'Leary, which is a really good brand.
She makes a really great zucchini.
$3. Huh?
Margaret O'Leary makes a really fantastic zucchini.
Oizini.
Oizini.
But wouldn't she be more
No, I'm
bangers and mash?
Well, you would think so, but
I'm going to put it back up here. All right, you go ahead and do your one thing.
all right, my one item. I got this at the Goodwill on just kind of a pop-in. We only had a couple of minutes and I popped in, and I always kind of look because I usually never find any. It's weird. In Colorado, I never find this. In California, I'd find these all the time. I think just nobody here wears these here. They all wear hiking boots and such. A pair of Chuck Taylor one-star Lowe's, but these are the USA made ones, and those are the only ones I get. I only get the USA made.
When you say lows, you mean low tops?
Low tops. So these came in two tops. There was a low top and then a high top, and you probably are familiar with the high top more than the low top, but there's a low top and a high top. This doesn't obviously have the Chuck Taylor symbol because there's nowhere to put it, but they just have a one-star here, as you can see, but these are made in the USA, and they'll always be stamped. You can't really see because it's kind of worn away a lot. But at the bottom of Converse, they'll say made in USA. And these are just a small size, 6.5, but I know overseas these will probably sell pretty well. It's kind of a rarer color. It's like a maroonish color. Normally they would come in black or white or red or blue, but then there were some off colors. So I'm thinking these are late 70s, early 80s. They're not the black. If you ever see one with a black or dark blue, I guess, where it says Converse, made in USA, those are the ones you really want to pick up, and those are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. These are maybe worth 60-ish, but I paid $6.99 for them, so, and they're used, so that's my big item I got this week.
Your big one and only
My
item.
big one and only.
All right, I dropped something. Here we go.
What's it yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is a real cute, I think this might be, it might be wool, but it kind of feels like linen, but I think it's probably wool. I don't know. I can't find I don't know. Anyway, it's a cute skirt, black and tan, striped, and it's Kate Spade, which I don't think I've ever sold anything Kate Spade. Size 4. It's cute. A-line.
It looks Kate Spade.
Does it?
Yeah,
How do you know? You don't know.
I do. It's a certain...
You know Kate Spade?
I know her purses and everything, but it's a certain
Oh,
aesthetic.
okay. You know more than me.
Not really.
All right, so here, now if you remember last video, I had a lot of vintage stuff, remember? Mm-hmm. A vintage dress and a vintage jacket. Well, this week I have 2 more vintage pieces.
And when we say vintage, we're talking vintage.
Yeah, and I never come across
No, we used to see them all the time at the thrift store. And that's something like the old Converse. I used to find them, but you just can't find the vintage stuff anymore. Everything's from the 80s.
a cute LBD, little black dress. Real cute. This is from, I think we figured, the 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the name, the brand. What is it? Elegant Miss.
Very elegant.
Yep. Size. I don't know what size it is. I feel like it's a bigger size, though. I feel like
It does
I could
look
fit
more
into
like an
this.
8-ish.
Yeah, I think I could fit into this. I don't know. Check the thumbnail. I might be in this. Or
Or I
the
might
next
be in
one.
that.
Yeah. Or he might be in this. Either this or the next dress I'm going to show you. So this was $3. $3 at Pig and Pearl. Excellent score.
Mm-hmm. Especially for its age.
And the final thing,
Are you sitting?
sparkly.
It will blow you away.
This one. It's silk The bottom skirt part is silk. The top is also, but then it's covered in all of this sequins. Very interesting. And 60s also, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what we figured?
Early 60s.
Early 60s.
Yeah.
And the name brand was down on the inside, I believe. Yeah. Peruse Feinstein.
If you want to stand out at a place and be guaranteed that nobody is wearing what you're wearing, find something like this to wear if you're going to a party or if you're going grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping.
Well, back in the day, you would dress up to go grocery shopping.
So which one will I try on?
Find out.
Which one?
Actually, you'll know already because you've
Yeah,
already
you'll
seen
see
the
the-
thumbnail.
I can't wait to try them on. I'm excited to try them on. So, $3, another $3 find. Pretty awesome.
Not too shabby.
Nope, and that's it.
And then this is the item that Gina's been wanting.
Yes.
She's asked me a few times.
To look for one.
To look
get
for
me
one.
on Amazon.
This is one of those steamers. Clothes steamer. Because she gets all these
Yeah.
clothes. And this one's from
Conair.
Conair. This was a pig and pearl.
Yep.
And it was $7.99. I haven't actually tried it yet,
No, we haven't plugged it in.
but you can return it
Yeah.
if it doesn't
We'll
work.
do it. I have something to steam, so.
Oh, there's a broccoli.
Well, I could.
We could put that in the kitchen, steam our vegetables and be healthy.
Yeah. Sure.
So we picked that up and we'll give that a shot. And so hopefully all our clothing now will be wrinkle-free
Yeah, for pictures.
for pictures.
I mean, when we ship it,
It'll get wrinkly in a
probably get
box.
wrinkled
Yes.
in shipping, but
Yes.
at least for photos, it will look nice.
I have no idea how this works. So those are all the items we picked up. Again, it's a pretty small score this time, but sometimes you just get burnt out.
Yeah, we're kind of feeling a little burnt out, aren't we?
We've been going so heavy
Yeah.
buying all this stuff, and then
I'm really looking forward to some estate sales.
yes,
Estate sales and garage sales.
there have been a couple estate sales that pop up, but they're all these online estate sales,
Yeah.
and I want to go to an estate sale. I like
Me
to
too.
hold it and see it and
Yeah.
go, oh, there's a crack there, or
And I'll even film inside the estate
yes, we
sale.
will film all our estate sales, so you guys can watch and follow along.
Yeah.
How about we talk about this week's most ridiculous item?
Yeah. The winner is, drumroll. Sound effects.
Sound effect drum roll. It is me. You can see your disappointment.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Little Bo Peep Show,
Yes. Shell lady.
Shalady,
Shell lady.
has won. But it was close, though.
No, it wasn't. You always say that. It wasn't close. This is not close. 9-4. You got more than twice the amount as I did.
At the beginning, it was all you.
I
Oh, see? She's so competitive. Okay, let's talk about what has sold now. Because we have, why don't you go ahead as you always go?
always go first.
You always go first.
Okay, so I actually did better than last week, but not that much better. Like,
Well, anything better is better.
well, I know it is. It's still pretty slow, and I haven't had a sale in many, many days. And I also haven't listed anything in many, many days. I really need to list some stuff. Okay, so the first thing, I sold the Patagonia Cinchilla Fleece Pullover T-Snap. This is not something you guys have seen. This is something I purchased 3 years ago, listed it 3 years ago. It didn't sell, and then I stopped selling on eBay, so it sat for 2 years, and I put it back on eBay, and it sold. So I was asking $49.99 and it sold for $42.
Not too bad.
And then I had the Forever That Girl Anthropologie sheer blouse. It was a bigger size, I think it was 3X. New with tag, I was asking $39.99 and it sold for $30. And then I had another Anthropologie blouse, size, it was a floral blouse, size 3X. I was asking $29.99 and it sold for $20. So those two, the ones I just, those two went to the same person. So it was $50 to see. I looked at it that way. So even though they sold for, like, both of them were $10 less than my asking price, together, I mean, I made $50 minus what I paid, but
Right.
I don't know. I looked at it that way.
Any way to look at it to make it feel better.
Yeah. So then I had a Lilka Anthropologie brand jacket, mustard colored, a hoodie, really cute, size large. I was asking $29.99 and it sold for $25.
Good offer.
And then a J. Jill 100% linen dress, size extra large. I was asking $34.99 and it sold for $25.
Excellent. I sold a bunch of stuff.
I'm just going to sit back here.
And so the first thing I sold was the other pair of those Patagonia women's sweatpants I picked up. I remember I picked up two of them. The first pair I think sold for 20 something. This pair sold for 16, and I just want to clear out stuff, so I said yes. The second thing I sold, which I was really happy about, is the pasta making machine. I picked that up, and you saw that. I sold that for 30. That went off. And then I sold the Sudbury Wolves hockey jersey I picked up. That was it was kind of like a, not quite a, I'm not going to say professional. It wasn't a national team in Canada. It was a smaller team, but there was a, hey, it's Nikki. And we're not even done yet.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
She has nothing to do.
I know.
So I sold that for 30. Happy that went out. I had an offer. Now this is the same person. They bought a whole bunch of stuff. They made a ton of offers. Some good, some lower, but all accepted. I sold that Brooks Brother cardigan I picked up a while ago for 45. That was a really nice one. I sold that black cashmere suit sport coat that Gina found, gave it to me. That sold for 65. What?
I didn't realize that was the one.
Yeah, I told you that was the one.
Yeah, but I didn't remember that I found it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's back. I sold a vintage sweater I picked up. It was a 1960s. Sold that for 20. This is all going to the same person. And then I also sold that vintage 70s denim jacket. Remember that had the hibiscus flower embroider thing that I found in the women's section, but it's really a men's. Sold that for 16.
Sold for 16.
No, I sold for 16. But again, it wasn't a Levi's or wasn't a Lee. It was this off-brand. I sold the Sidrix alpaca baby sweater. That only sold for 15. I'm just getting rid of stuff.
Making space.
Making space.
Moving it in, moving it out.
The Benetton fisherman sweater I picked up. Benetton. A couple weeks ago. That sold for 30. Same person. And then I also sold, well, we'll come back to that. And then, so I'm telling you, there's a ton of stuff. That old Polaroid speed liner land camera I picked up. That sold for 30. I think that's going to Asia somewhere. I think it's probably going to Korea, because it's one of those where you ship it to the United States, but it's really going somewhere else.
Then they ship it off. It's like a hub.
It's a hub.
In the U.S., and then they send it off to other countries.
Right. I've done that a few times. I've also sold a vintage, I don't think it was down, but it was like a down vest.
It was a puffer style, wasn't
it? Was a puffer,
or quilted.
It was a quilted.
Kind of quilted.
But the brand name was Puffa, and it was made in England. And it was later, it's like Puffa. I'm sure that's probably what they would call it.
How they would how they would say it.
That was the brand name. And I'm thinking that's how when we say it's a puffer jacket, that's probably where it came from, was from this company called a Puffa. Puffa. Because it was puffy, Puffa. So that's sold, and that actually went to a lady that does films, and that's going to be used in a movie somewhere.
In Georgia.
Well, she's in Georgia. I don't know where the film
Okay.
is.
Well, they make a lot of films.
They
in
do a lot of
Georgia,
filming
though.
in Georgia, so maybe it'll be on The Walking Dead or something. I don't know.
I don't think that shows
No,
on
it's not.
anymore.
She said a film, not a TV show. So I've sold a few things over the years of people that were costume buyers for films. They want to use it for this, that. So I always kind of look for it, but I could never find anything I sold. So that's sold. Now we're going to go back to the person that bought all the other stuff from me. And this is stuff you haven't seen. This is something we got at an estate sale. There was a pile of 1980s women's jeans.
That was one of the best estate sales we've been to.
For a while, yeah, it was packed.
That would have been a good one to take you guys to.
Yes, you would have loved this one.
Yeah.
So I see this stack of denim and I'm all excited, but it's all women's. And women's stuff just doesn't sell like men's stuff. But there was Levi's and Lee's and Gloria Vanderbilt's and Calvin Klein's and Bugle Boys and these other brands that I've never heard of. And they're all like size 12 to 10. I have a few of them left still on my site if you want to look at them. But this person bought like 6 pairs, I think. They bought a pair of the vintage Levi 573s in light blue. And those were kind of like, it's kind of not quite a bell bottom, but it's more of a flare. They bought a pair of the same thing in brown. They bought a pair of the same thing in green. They bought a pair of Calvin Klein's, size 10 or 12. The tag was too worn away to read it. And then they also bought a pair of Britches and Things. Gotta be careful. Britches and Things brand.
Did you say?
No, I did not. Hi, Nikki. Gave me the pat. Say, hey, watch yourself.
Watch your language.
Watch your language. So I sold that, and then I also sold a vintage zip sweater, men's sweater. That person bought all that stuff, and so luckily they don't live far away. They live in 2 states away, but shipping wasn't that expensive.
It was 17 pounds worth of stuff.
It was 17 pounds worth of stuff. So I was just happy to get rid of 17 pounds worth of stuff. It was 2 big priority boxes. And then I refunded the difference in shipping because they paid for shipping for one item because normally people just buy one item, but
Each item was
so
shipping.
they really made out well because I took offers.
And we were thinking maybe they were a shop.
I'm
Because
pretty
the name had vintage in it.
It did.
So we think maybe it's a vintage shop.
It was probably a vintage shop, but it was buying inventory basically.
Right.
But I'm happy I got rid of all my stuff. And basically they all bought just vintage stuff for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
And you didn't make a ton, but you made some money.
I made some
and
money.
You cleared space.
And I cleared space and I got rid of some stuff that I'd had since last year at least. And I got rid of some of the bigger items too. So a lot of the things I took a chance on and I made some money on it. So everyone's happy.
Take a chance on me.
Well,
I
that was
always
last.
I think every time now you say that, I think of that. Take a chance.
It's stuck in your head.
Yeah.
So that's everything that's sold. And I was telling you, it's a ton of stuff I sold. But really, it was only like 5 packages. Because I was like, 3 went to separate people, and then 2 giant packages went to the same person. So I did have a lot of sales. I only had 1 thing I picked up this week. You have what?
A pair of shoes.
A pair of shoes.
And a steamer. That's your steamer.
Is that my steamer? I've always wanted a steamer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a steamer now, I guess. So we'll give that a shot. Do you have a steamer? Do you like it? I don't know. We've never had a steamer.
No, I've never used one.
No, I never have either. Nikki's.
He's playing.
Something's caught his attention. No,
He's a little frisky.
He is a little frisky. He's woke up a little bit, I guess. Okay, so we've shown what we picked up. We've given the most ridiculous item of the week's winner. We've shown what's sold. No real shout outs.
No shout outs. No, just Duncan.
Duncan.
Hey, Duncan.
Mini shout out. Unauthorized shout out, I guess I should say.
Unauthorized.
Unauthorized shout out.
Unrequested.
Unrequested.
Unsolicited shout out to Duncan.
For Little Bo Peep Show. Little Bo Peep Show. That's so funny. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, your planter, you didn't do your
The pig?
No, the plate.
I'm saving that for my plant channel.
Oh, okay.
That's my plant channel.
That's for the plant.
I do, because I have a plant channel. If you don't know, I also have a plant channel, and I do some thrifting on my plant channel. And so all the stuff I find plant related, I save for that. So
That's
because
smart.
some of my plant viewers are here, and I don't want them. I don't want to
Right. You want to give them something
bore
when they go to
you
your.
with it twice.
Exactly. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess that is everything for this week. It's a shorter video in a way. I guess if it's as long as an episode of episodic sitcoms or TV, really, because they're
Yeah, it
22
is.
minutes long.
Except way less entertaining.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No commercial breaks, though.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Not yet, though. Are there commercial breaks? I don't know. I don't watch it.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do your thing. Thank you.
Oh, yes. If you're my spiel, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you are an existing subscriber, thank you. And if you have anything you see on this episode, although there's not that much to see on this episode, but if you watch the previous episodes, or if you're just looking for random things, check out each of our eBay links, which are below in the description. You can click on it and you can see everything we currently have for sale, and then you can own it yourself. And we'll ship it out to you with love.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for should we try that again? Thank
You
you
should.
so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.